Our next guest arrived at BYU in 2016, and she's been nothing short of phenomenal for the women's track and field and cross country group. The accolades include two-time National Coach of the Year, back-to-back Big 12 Coach of the Year, back-to-back Big 12 champions, two-time national champion, notably the reigning national champion. Her team this year is ranked #1 in the preseason national polls. It's our pleasure to welcome back to Wise Guys women's cross-country head coach and the associate director of track and field and the newly appointed senior associate athletic director, Diljeet Taylor. I feel like Michael Buffer announcing a champion before a boxing match.
Too many titles for one
It's
woman.
like, wait a minute, do you have 3 titles now? Like, what is going on?
I know. Just focus on the first one.
Welcome back, and congratulations on all that stuff. How does it feel?
Well, we just started day 1 of practice here in Provo after coming off of a week of camp. So I feel like I've refreshed and am focused on this next part of the season, which is a building phase. So all the accolades, all the stuff that we've done in the past, the rankings. I'm not a coach that gets pumped up about rankings. I try to stay pretty just even keel right now. We want to be really tired in September. And yeah, I feel good. I'm really proud. Look, it's Labor Day today, so I was cleaning out some of the stuff. We have a dumpster outside our house right now, just kind of getting rid of junk. And I came across a notebook that I brought to my interview at BYU.
Oh, yeah?
Right, so it's 10 years ago. And it had a 1-year plan, a 3 to 5 year plan, and beyond. And I almost got emotional reading what the hope was when I came here 10 years ago. And it was to inspire and empower women. It was to create a sisterhood. It was to set a really good team culture in year 1, build on it in year 2, and win year 3 to 5. And we've done that. And I've created incredible women through that. So I'm super proud of what we've built here.
So this was a great day of cleaning out the house.
It was a great day. It's Labor Day.
Which is
you have to labor on Labor Day.
I don't know that I've ever said that. It was a great day of cleaning the house. In that 10-year plan, was there any mention of, hey, let's win or compete for a national championship at any point? Did you reach that far in that plan?
I've defined winning in different ways, right? If we exceed our expectations or match our potential on the biggest stage and women run their hearts out for each other, with each other, and because of each other, that's winning. And so for us, we had the talent to do it at the highest level and win 2 national championships. That's great. But if we would have fell short, and we have in the past, and women have shown up for each other, I still consider that winning. We've been nationally relevant for, a decade now,
right.
And that's been fun.
How do you manage the success? Because there's a lot of coaches that would love to have had that notebook and everything that's happened to you over this decade. But how do you manage the success so it doesn't get in the way of what's next?
Just be where my feet are and stay present. Every year, it's a new group of women. My women, even returners, aren't the same women as who they were last year. And really focusing on the process, not getting wrapped up in the outcomes, which is super hard to do as a coach because we do care about the outcome, but really staying present in the process and reminding myself constantly that my purpose is to help great runners become great women and help great women become great runners. And if I'm doing that every single day, we're going to put together a good performance when it matters the most.
So the preseason polls are out. We've already mentioned this. #1, the men's side are #4 in cross country. It's almost like this is just what we expect to have happen now. The bar is so high. We were talking about this. We can't remember a better time to be a runner at BYU, whether it's cross country or track and field. And I was here with Ed when they were really good, and with guys like Doug Padilla and Henry Marsh, world champions. Like, it seems like this time has eclipsed that time. Is the best time ever to be a runner at BYU. What message are you and Ed and your staffs selling out there that are getting these tremendous athletes to come and then to buy into all that you've already talked about and become part of this culture?
I would say it's the best time to be a coach at BYU. Look what is happening in our athletic department all across the board. And that, for us to coach when you're really happy with what you get to do every single day, and it's a joy to show up for these women, the women feel that, and then they want to show up for each other and for you. And people are starting to notice the energy. that's what's attractive about BYU is the confidence the women are exuding at all times. Win, lose, or draw, the women are walking with confidence, a great amount of confidence, and it's contagious. People want to be a part of a culture, especially now with the NIL landscape and where the NCAA is going. This is transformational. We have kept it transformational, and our alum are doing the best recruiting for us. Lexi Halliday winning the U.S. championships. We have a pro team here now that's training. You're amongst greatness. And when you start surrounding yourself with greatness, you start believing that you also can get there. And that's the women. The women have sold the program. The men, the young men we've had, they've sold the program. Ed and I, we're kind of riding this out. And obviously there's some X's and O's that are important. It's really important. But it's the athletes. They're the magic. They're the magic. We can't take credit for it. As much as I would want to, I'm super indebted to these women that come in, they buy into this program, they believe, they show up even when things are not going well. That's the real buy-in. Everyone can buy in when you're winning. You'll get your entire team to be bought in. But what about when things aren't going well and practice isn't going well or you have a bad race and the women still show up believing in you and in your craft? And so I just keep showing up for those women.
Well, it's our job to make sure that everyone knows that the way you're doing your job and Ed doing his job has been fantastic. Women's cross country coach Diljeet Taylor is on the Wise Guys, presented by Brady plus Eddie and Mountain America Credit Union. After winning the national title, you signed Jane Hedegren, nation's top distance runner from just down the road from us at Tempe High School. When you watch her run, what do you see?
What she accomplished in her senior year was once in a lifetime, right? That's a generational talent. And so I say it's a Jane-erational talent.
Yeah.
Get that? Okay.
Nice.
I just made that up right now.
I love it.
Pretty
I
witty.
love it.
Yeah, she's special. And so I am going to be very intentional about doing things the right way with her. And that might look a little different than if she went somewhere else. We really want her to have a great senior year in college and a great pro career. And so we're going to build those blocks a little slower and make sure that the longevity is there.
How do you integrate someone like she is a generational talent? Ed, we were talking to Ed, and other coaches have come in and said, hey, like our golf coach says, we just got the AJ DeBansa of college golf, of high school golf. Like, he's the best. He just won the Utah Open.
Yeah,
he's the youngest player to win that professional tournament ever. And he's here at BYU. And Ed's like, AJ is the Jane of basketball.
Yeah,
like he's she's that good.
Yeah, no, she is.
She's that good.
And so the pressure to really do this the right way, to not get greedy, to make sure that we're taking care of all the basics and the fundamentals so that she can do the very best for a long time.
And how do you integrate her into this? Because you are defending national champs. You've won 2 national championships. So how does somebody that talented come in? And how do you integrate them into a group that's already wildly talented and has had great success?
Yeah, we're just going to have to find a place for her, and she's going to have to figure out what that looks like and feels like. And it's going to be very different than being on a high school team. And it's going to be different from our women as well. And I want to be sensitive about making sure that we do the very best we can for Jane while doing the very best we can for the team. And this morning we had a pretty hard workout, our first one, and the women were phenomenal. Jane kind of had a little separation, and she said, I just haven't really ran with a team like this before. And you know what my women said? They said, and this is a test, they said, you doing your very best helps us do our very best. Don't worry about where we're at. How phenomenal is that with a group of women that are, you go do you, that's going to help our team. We're right here with you. Rather than having some envy or frustration that you have this freshman coming in, that's real on a team. But they have embraced it, celebrated it, and I attribute that to the culture and the leaders on our team right now.
Is it a fun challenge for a coach to have? It's just a little bit different than what the last few years have been of managing all of it and her as a freshman.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I have 2 decades of coaching under my belt.
Right, yeah.
But I'm gonna keep a promise to myself and to her that I made. We're going to do this the right way. And so, yeah, it's a challenge. I think I'm going to grow a lot as a coach over these next 4 or 5 years, and hopefully beyond that if she stays and runs as a professional with Nike here. But I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better as a coach. I'm going to learn a lot because I haven't had an athlete quite like her in my history of coaching.
Let's talk about the returners that she joins, right, a little bit. So let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. So Riley Chamberlain, Carly Hansen, Taylor Lovell, Nayla Roberts, Taylor Rutinsky, they're all back from this team you sent to Wisconsin to go get a national championship.
So,
how do you feel about that?
Yeah, Carly has graduated. She just has outdoor track left. So
I was thinking she could be back on this one.
Yeah, no, but we also brought in Zariel Makia from New York. And
go New York.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
I know. I actually, in my very first year of coaching at Cal State Stanislaus, coached her aunt and uncle. How crazy is that? Yeah, she's not a member of the church, and she was doing a road trip years ago when I first started at BYU. Tiny little, maybe 7th grader at that point, 6th grader. Yeah. And she just came and checked out the track, and and now she's here. She's mine, which is really kind of a cool story. But yeah, the returners, they've done some incredible things, not just in cross country last year, but how they backed it with a really successful track season and add Jenna Hutchins to that. She's a little banged up right now, so we'll bring her in October. We have a good, strong returning class, and they don't feel this pressure. There isn't this expectation. Sometimes when you win a national championship, you have that target on your back or you're ranked number 1. My women are just focused on, let's just be where our feet are and get better.
Jess has a question from the stream on a sport on NIL, which affects all the sports. But as you have an upper class group of national champions, and then Jane, how is NIL? Is that a headache to manage with your roster? How's that working?
I think love is more powerful than NIL, and that's my secret. I'm just gonna love these women, and it's going to speak more volumes than money will. We're cross country and track. We're not out here trying to, get football contracts or basketball. And that's okay. But we have donors, and we've got good investment in our women through athletics. So we're going to be well taken care of, but it's not about money. It's about love.
All right, there you go, Jess. Diljeet Taylor's cross country teams at BYU have 7 top 10 finishes, including 2 national titles. Coach on the Wise Guys here with us tonight. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and wiseguys.com. Season begins Friday at the Autumn Classic in Orem. How does that work? How many runners can you send to that, and how do you choose from such a roster?
So I'm gonna hold off my freshmen. We're just gonna have 7 returners get in uniform, and we call it a tempo. So it's a little slower than race pace, but just getting a good effort in. It's so early, you guys, and we will open up our real season at the end of September in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Okay.
But for now, I will not put any freshmen in uniform as much as I want to. We'll just hold off on that, and just 7 returners will go and run together. It'll be a race effort, but they'll be grouped up together.
You know what that is? That's discipline for a coach.
I know.
Because I'm sure there's a Maserati in the garage and you want to drive it.
Well, you want to make sure that you can drive it in November.
Right. There's something about building, right? Because this isn't about dominating right now, even though you're number 1. It's about peaking at the right time. Is that right?
Well, and I said it this morning. Like, we do not want to be flashy. We do not want to be flashy in September. We want to be tired. We want to be tired, and I've got a lot of pieces. I have a lot of pieces, and not just 7. But someone's going to rise up. Someone's going to, have a major jump, and I'm excited for it. I just want to build and make sure that they're building championship habits. So we don't need championship-style racing right now. We just need championship-style habits.
Is there anybody, we mentioned a bunch of returners, any young up-and-comer or somebody? Henry Marsh was here on the show with us, and he was telling us about how he had to walk on because he wasn't good. Then he went on a mission, and he came back, and he was still okay. And then all of a sudden, it was like, woof, woof. And they were like, oh my gosh, this guy. Then he had to remind himself when he would toe the line at World Championships, you're the baddest man in the world at this event. I mean, that's how far he came. Do you have somebody that's a young up-and-comer that you're going, watch this one, everybody?
Well, Nayla Roberts had a great showing for us last year, being in our top 7. But one that I think of is Taylor Lovell from Arizona. She's been in the program a couple years, was kind of a walk-on type, can I get a spot, has made it to the NCAA championship in the steeplechase, has been mentored by the Lexi Halliday, so has a really good mindset, is showing some leadership, and I feel like this is going to be a big jump for her this year.
I love that.
All right, we'll watch Taylor.
And Rojo and Riley, they too came in as freshmen. So Rotinsky, which is a household name here, right? At BYU, we've had a lot of successful Rotinskys. So Rojo and Riley came in as freshmen, and they haven't quite clicked together in the same season. I think it's going to happen this fall.
Which
so that's really fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Harvey Scott of Redmond, which makes Relight, recently joined Wise Guys as a segment sponsor. So we've been hanging out with him, and I know that he was over in Portland with cheering on the players at the championships. And we were talking about Relight, and he's among your biggest fans. What does Relight do? But if I drink Relight as a runner, what does that do for me?
Oh, you're going to be able to run forever and ever and faster than you've ever done. Okay, everybody gets some Relight.
I've been drinking
Everybody gets some Relight.
I've been drinking it, and that didn't happen.
Okay, I'm really picky about my product.
An endorsement?
No, but I do.
I am so
drink
picky about my product, and I love the Relight Immunity. So there's several different variations. There's a Relight Energy, which has got some caffeine.
Yeah.
People our age probably need to be drinking that one, right? Just to get a little pep in our step. But our women mostly use the regular Relight, all the great flavors, and then the immunity, which I think is so important, especially women are coming back to college. They haven't been around all these germs and in class, and immunity, Relight Immunity keeps us healthy. I'm a big believer in that, especially in October and November.
So there's energy, there's immunity. I've been drinking the regular just to stay better hydrated, and I have noticed a difference. You'd be proud of me, Diljeet. So Gavin, my son that coaches the safeties on the football team, since he's been a coach for 7 years, he has this tradition that the day before the home opener, we have to touch every step in the entire stadium. We have to run every step.
That's a good tradition.
Like even when you go up to the top, there's a couple places where there's two. We have to go over there and touch those two so that helps us win, right? And he's 7 years into coaching. Like I'm 7 years older. I don't tell people how old I am. Let's just say I'm old. I swear that it helped me. The Relight helped me to make it this year.
Yeah, just being, those electrolytes are so important. We always say drink water, but you've got to get those electrolytes. And they've just perfected the taste with the electrolytes and the salt content. It's a great product. And I'm not someone that endorses for any reason. I just won't. And this is a brand that I love. And more importantly, they're people who are great people. Harvey, yes. Ken, just all of them. Mike, those guys are Rhett, who's the owner. I mean, they're great people, and they're investing in my women.
Yeah, they are.
Right?
Yeah.
They're helping us with product, but they're also investing in their dreams. And so when you can find someone that is aligned in similar values like their company is with kind of how I run my program, you want to make sure that it's a successful partnership.
We're totally going to raise our price on them after that.
Yes, we are. So
that was the best 60 seconds we've
honestly,
ever had.
Ever since I met Harvey, I've been using it. Which is like, I don't usually just use, but I've been using it. It's been good,
my whole family's on it. We love it.
Jet's got a question on the stream, and our streamers are from all over the world here tonight. What track running events does Coach Taylor see that Jane will focus on as you bring in
track and field? Yeah,
as you bring or cross country as you bring her into the scene?
I asked her last week, hey Jane, have you ever thought about the steeplechase? She's like, I'll try anything you think I would be good at. I was like, well, you're not doing the steeple.
You thought about it? Because stop thinking about
it. Not doing it. In indoor, we'll focus on, I'm sure she'll anchor our DMR or run a leg of the DMR just to get us qualified. And then the 3K, 5K double. I see her as someone that in indoor can tackle that really well. And outdoor, we'll dance around with the 1500. And definitely, she ran a great 5K. That would have been an All-American already this year with that time. We will definitely run some fast 5Ks.
Okay, there you go. There you go, Jet. Keep an eye on that.
So I've been dying to ask you this. Kalani's my neighbor, and we talk all the time, but I haven't asked him this yet. But the two of you now are senior associate athletic directors at BYU. What does that mean? What does that entail? Because I know you have to do some extra stuff in addition to what you're already doing.
So when Brian Santiago was named AD, which
Yeah.
I was super happy about that. I'll show you my jacket after. This is a Tom tribute. So there's Tom Homo all on the back of this, this sweater. But loved Tom, loved the direction of leadership that Brian is taking our athletic department and every program. So Kalani and I had an opportunity to step in and really help with the vision, strategy. One team is the focus, just creating this level of unity where, when one wins, we all win. And trying to get everyone bought into the vision of where BYU athletics is going. Kalani, obviously through football, that's our most visibility well, basketball too.
They're both big.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're huge. So he's bringing that aspect of it. And then for me, more of the belonging aspect. And I think I've done a good job the last 10 years also bringing visibility to BYU from a different lens. You know, I'm not a member of the church,
Right.
but I'm a non-member member. Okay. I feel like I'm an ambassador for this place, and I want to help create bigger arms for our student athletes that come to BYU and make sure that their experience, regardless of their entry, that their exit from BYU is one that they are proud of.
I don't know if you got to see Diljeet. If you didn't, go Google it or whatever we do these days. Do we Google or do we chat GPT?
Google.
I don't know
We
what
Google.
we do. So did you see Bear Bachmeyer, the freshman starting quarterback's interview, where he
So
said,
cool.
where he talked about why he came. He's like, because my faith.
Yeah.
Like, we're Catholic. We go to church every Sunday, and this just was the best fit. Culturally and from a faith perspective, this is why Tiger and I came here. What did you think of that?
I loved it. And the more stories, just even Yegor.
Yes.
When Yegor left, his exit interview was about how his relationship with God and his faith has grown here. And I believe that. That's happened for me. And because that's happened for me, it's then happening for my women as well. And so, yes, it's a great place culturally. It is faith-based. There is no doubt about that. There are standards, there are expectations, there's an honor code. We have to be aligned with this place. But there is something spiritually special about this place that allows you to grow and reach places that you may not have done. One of my biggest fears, if I ever was to leave BYU, is I know that little extra touch that I have here probably wouldn't be as easily accessible.
Well, you maximize the moment. These have been great 10 years. Kalani's in his 10th season. You're in your 10th season. That's quite a decade. And now the two of you are running the athletic department. So you got that going for you, which is nice.
I don't know about running the athletic department.
Don't let Brian fool you. He's not running it. You and Kalani are now running it.
No.
Listen, we've got 5 questions for you, presented by StrategySquare.co. We've asked you our general top 5 the last time you were here, and we so love that you've come back. Tonight, we wanted the top 5 foods every runner should have in their diet so that folks can listen to this and go, I can change that in my life and be better if I want to do more running. Does that make sense?
Yep, love it. Top 5.
Okay.
Number 1, protein smoothies. Doesn't matter how you mix them or what you add to them, but make sure you've got a liquid protein that you're consuming every day.
Protein smoothies.
Yep, protein smoothies.
Do you have a like how many? And I don't. If you can't think of it off the top of your head, that's fine. But how many grams of protein per kilo of body weight do you think?
It's so variable, and it's different for men than I think it is for women. And even for women, some women will go a little bit more because they can handle it, and some can't. And so it's just one size doesn't fit all. But love the 20 to 30 grams right after a workout, protein smoothie.
Immediately, 20 to 30
Immediately,
grams.
yep. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, I would say, well, I'm going to say Redmond. I have to say the Relight, okay? Just, it's not a food, but add it to water and make sure that that's in your daily hydration.
And you already said for really, really old people, and you pointed right at me.
Well, I said the 3 of us.
No, I'm the old guy here.
It doesn't. Once you get past a certain age, we're all in the same.
But you told me I need the one with caffeine, so I'm going to do that.
Try it.
Yeah, because I'm doing the plain.
You'll be talking really fast.
Strawberry's my favorite.
Okay, I like mango.
I already talked fast. You know that about me.
I know. Bananas are a great staple. You'll see them at every road race. Anytime we go grocery shopping, we're always bringing bananas. Love blueberries. That's a good one. And chicken. Okay, but you can add so much more to that. Fruits and vegetables, throw that in there also. I put that in my green smoothie. So
are we talking about what we're still putting in a smoothie?
No. This is just, you can put your Relight in a smoothie.
You can put the blueberries and the bananas in a smoothie.
But you can. But I like just, those are good with some yogurt, banana, blueberries, a little bit of honey.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I just didn't know if number 2 had bled into number 3.
So I was golfing this morning with my daughter and my son-in-law and my son. My son was talking to their nutritionist, and he told him, you need more potassium. And he goes, okay, so I just eat bananas. And he goes, yeah, that's an interesting thing. He goes, bananas have done the greatest marketing job in history.
It's fake news.
He says, oranges actually have more potassium than bananas. That was shocking to me.
Yes, but bananas are better on a runner's stomach.
Just easier to handle.
Than oranges, because the
citric
acidity,
acid,
that would not be good.
Isn't that interesting? I'm like, I never thought of an orange for potassium. What in the world?
All right, number 3.
Okay. Oh, I already
she
said protein
we can say
smoothies.
yogurt. Get some Greek yogurt in there.
Bananas, blueberries, chicken. And Greek yogurt, we're going to add a
Yeah,
six.
add Greek yogurt.
I wasn't sure if
That's good.
Okay, so blueberry stands alone. And
If I
chicken
do
stands
this,
alone.
can this fat guy get skinnier? Can I
Well,
get?
you're
I don't want to
already
get skinnier.
fit.
I want to
You're
get
already fit.
leaner.
You want to get fit.
I want to be fit
and healthy.
Fit. Nobody wants a skinny fat guy.
Smoothies, Redmond Relight, bananas, blueberries, chicken,
And Greek yogurt.
and Greek yogurt.
It's
That's
so
not
basic.
gonna happen
It's
for
so
me,
basic.
Greek
I know.
yogurt.
Do you like any of the things on that list?
I like everything.
The Greek yogurt, I just stopped at the 5 for me. I was like, okay, I'll go
No,
with
because
the
I'm gonna
5.
have to substitute the Greek yogurt because I am allergic to bananas.
I don't even know
That's
what
why
I
the
do with
orange
Greek
thing was
yogurt.
I think my dad and I and my sister are the only people in the world allergic to bananas, so I have to have a different source of
Okay,
potassium.
was it in your era that pickle juice for cramps was a thing?
We used to do that, yep.
Okay, because that's back now.
Oh, it is?
Oh,
It's
really?
Little packets of pickle juice. They're marketing for cramps.
We go down play at Georgia, right? Hot and humid, and that's the first time I'd ever heard of it. It was my sophomore year. I was like, oh no, you guys are drinking pickle juice, and we didn't cramp up.
Yeah, it's made a comeback.
So it's making a comeback. Is it promoted by the Cucumber Growers of America? Or
Probably.
some
But you get it at
scientists?
the grocery store. Like Harmon's had it.
Do you have? Is that part of the when your runners are running and it's a hot or humid? Do you add pickle juice to their regimen?
No, because we hydrate so well with the Relight 3 days before. We
So
have a
you
whole
got- they're ready to
regimen.
go.
Yeah, we're not really cramping.
Okay, good.
All right, Weston fires the final shot. Coach Taylor needs to stay at BYU forever. She's so inspiring. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, we love it.
Thanks
It's a
so much,
holiday,
guys.
and I know we're just down the road. But tell me, you kept your notebook that you
I
found
kept my
today.
notebook. I was so inspired by that.
Can't
Yeah.
throw that out.
What else is so special about that is oftentimes you get into coaching and you have some success and you go away from the thing that you started it with. And I've kept it the same, which it made me proud.
Who
at the
said
moment.
That's
don't
awesome.
forget what brung you here? I can't remember who said it, but it might have been Yogi Berra. But anyhow, that's
Yeah.
don't forget what got you there, right? Stick with it.
Yeah.
Good luck Friday and throughout the season. Big 12 title defender, national title defender. It's a great time to be you and a runner on your team. So nice job.
Thanks
And
so much.
You have
guys.
anything you need to get out to the gang around the world? Just let us know. And
Love
we're
it.
and we're
Love
gonna
what
be
you guys are doing.
We're gonna be
Thanks for-
we'll be following it and we'll be covering it every week.
Okay, well, bring me back in November and I can report.
Okay, we'll do
Done.
it.
Bring me back.
We'll
Okay.
schedule it with your people, and we love having them on the show
Okay,
all the time.
check this out, guys. Just,
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Can you
So
see
we're
it?
going to
I don't
see
know.
what's
you gotta say that.
behind.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this is
This is Tom at BYU. Tom with the Niners.
the Tom Homo tribute.
This is him coaching. That is so fun. So that Tom right there was my teammate.
But yeah.
Yep,
this-
that's my old teammate.
So, anyways, that was my tribute to Tom. I wore this at Indoor Nationals just as he announced his retirement.
That's so,
love Tom.
Yeah.
He's
And
a-
love Brian.
Yeah.
So,
a special human being.
Yep.
Tom and Brian's awesome. Brian was a kid living in my backyard when I was playing at BYU. I lived at the Whittingham's house. Kyle
don't
Whittingham's.
say that name.
No, I know. But they were BYU guys back then. Their dad recruited me to come
really?
here.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
He was our defensive coordinator. But the Santiago's live right behind us. Wonderful family. Unbelievable family.
Yeah,
his
his parents
folks
are
I
great.
love.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Give our best to your husband and your kids, and you can go salvage the rest of Labor Day.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks
Love
for
it, love
spending
it.
some
You
holiday
guys are
time
so
with us,
great.
Diljeet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Head coach, the number 1 ranked women's cross country team, Diljeet Taylor, on with us tonight. Inspiring as always, and so good. Again, the Autumn Classic is Friday, just up the road in Orem, Utah. The women are ranked number 1. The men are ranked number 4.